So in all of your journeys, obviously you're in different ones. What are the difficulties in pursuing purpose or finding purpose and be as good and as like that you feel could help one another and also the viewers and make them feel like, okay, you know, so it's deeper. So like just breaking like the surface stuff, the superficial stuff, the inner. What is hard about
you answering? You're just asking all the
questions.
questions.
Yeah, I have. Ain't nobody chucking it back at me, you know. Sorry,
throw it back. What do you think, Bear?
Okay, so for me, in all honesty, I think the weaknesses that I have is like the vicious cycles that I was speaking about before. So it could be like I know my purpose and I'm super excited about it, and I start writing it down and jotting things down and whatever else down. I know my identity in Jesus, and then I get attacked. And then that attack is an attack on my heart, an attack on my mind, or an attack from somebody I love and their opinion of it. And then I forget. And then when I forget my identity, like, oh, maybe I'm not that great in Jesus. Or maybe Jesus can't hear me. Maybe I didn't hear his voice. And then because I've thought that, then it's if I didn't hear his voice, then he couldn't have said that I'm going to do this. And if he didn't say that I'm going to do this, then I don't know what I'm going to do. So therefore, I'm doing nothing. And I'm back at square one. And then that leads me to not actually doing anything for a whole year. And then you get picked up again, and it's like, no, man, I feel it in me. I feel it so strong, and I've seen the impact. And then it's not growing in this. It's another weakness was not growing in this, relying on what I was hearing in my head, on my bedroom floor, with my journal, but not this. So I was hearing all these voices, but I wasn't looking for confirmation in the Word of God. And if I had been going to the Word of God from the beginning, I think there would have been a lot more. I didn't cling to the Word. I'm more focused on the experiential side of Christianity, and not necessarily, I call it the wordic.
The wordic side.
The written side of things, which really did lead to deception and a really dark place, to the point where I just didn't want to hear anything, and I thought I was going to burn all of my journals because I thought it was all lies and everything like that. It was very, very, very serious. Well, you thought everything was okay.
Yeah, of course.
But it was a very difficult time. So for me now, I have learnt from that season that you can find your purpose in the presence of the Lord. I'd say, and you can get it from confirmations from people, confirmations from your close ones, confirmations from the Word of God, confirmations from like the things that you find yourself naturally doing all the time, like all the time, and then things that you find you don't want to do, like you know you should be doing it, but like just some intense laziness. That's one thing that I think, like, intense laziness. One thing that the Lord said to me is that, you know, you will speak into many more lives, more than the lives that you do now. And I'm like, oh, that's so amazing. No. And then when the time came for it to do it, just grew very, very lazy with it. And I'm like, this is definitely a hindrance because I could be awake. Like so awake in one moment, and then when I think about doing something pertaining to what the Lord said, all of a sudden, I'm going nap for an hour. And then that hour changes to 2 hours. And then you're waking up at 2 a.m. It's like, it's 2 a.m. I'm going to do it in the morning. And then you wake up at 4:30 a.m. at the time that you usually wake up to go to the gym and stay there for an hour, but it's 4:30 when you should be typing or you should be praying or you should be writing a text that will go out to that sister or that brother. You're not doing it. So that's why I said the thing that you find you're the most laziest about are probably the things that God wants to drive you in that area so that you can open more doors. And I remember you said something to me and I wish I could remember it now, but it was so powerful. And I told my pastor, I was like, and he was like, oh wow, that young lady is right. It was
Does your pastor have an American accent?
Yes, he has an accent. It is an accent. But I think he's very influenced by his pastor because his pastor is American. That's it. When it was, what's the Lord telling me to do? I want to know what the Lord's telling me to do. And then I think I had a dream where you said, what are you already doing that the Lord has told you? Have you finished doing what the Lord has already told you to do before you're trying to find out something else that He's trying to tell you to do? It's like, ooh. And then it was something along them lines. And then, so things that I found, those are the areas that I found difficulty in. Getting some wording revelations, just trusting in the voices that I was hearing. Even though God can speak, but just trusting in what you hear alone without confirmation from the Word of God, I found it was very, very, very dangerous. And I've had some rough patches, man. Oh gosh, it's been, but I find that was the difficult part for me. Not being consistent, not trusting in the ability that God has to work through me, but always making it personal. And then pretty much, I feel like and this is all honesty, I feel like there are times when I've been a Jonah, there are times when I'm being a Jonah, and if I'm to be honest right now, I feel like I'm in between being a Jonah, then being a Mary, then being a Jonah, then being a Joseph, then being an Abraham, going back to Jonah, and then being a Mary, then being a Jonah. Do you know what I mean? So all of those areas are, I'm suffering, but I'm doing, I want to do, but I've always wanted this thing, but I'm ready to sacrifice. And you're using me. It's nice, but it's scary. People are ridiculing me as Mary. Oh look, but I don't want to go there. I don't want to do this. But you asked me to, and I believe you. You've made promises. But I'm going through this. I feel trapped. So all of the processes that Mary, Joseph, all of them went through, I feel like I was just going through.
Oh, wow.
And then all I wanted to do was just go under a rock. Rock anybody? Rock anybody? Got a big rock for me? I think now, I just want peace.
Where are you at this particular point? Like this very moment, what would you say? Which one are you?
I want to do what is right.
So like a Mary.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a Mary state where I'm at the point of conception and I'm scared because the one who has put that thing in me is the God of Abraham, Jacob and Isaac, and He has never failed. So that plan and conception, that baby, that pregnancy of purpose will never be aborted. It's the process of that whole pregnancy. Scary. That's where I am.
Do you run away when purpose gets scary?
I am the runner.
Serious.
I think, talking about difficulties, mine is, I see the big picture and I'm like, there's no way. I'm never going to get there. I had a conversation with AJ, that's what I was talking about earlier. And I remember saying, oh, it just seems so big. And she said, it's not, you don't have to look at the bigger picture, look at the small things that you're doing to get there. And it's so funny because I remember, like, I've had people say to me what purpose is. I personally, I want to think it's that, but it hasn't necessarily been completely revealed to me. That makes sense. I want to think that God is the same. My God is the same God as a person that told me, and therefore they will tell me. God Himself will tell me, and maybe that is the way through. But I want some sort of confirmation for myself. But it's funny. I remember it was a while back, maybe last year, maybe the beginning of this year. It was this year where I was told what God had planned for my life, and I was like, lol. God, that is never gonna happen. And it's funny. I look back now and I think, oh my gosh, like example, like studying the Bible the way I study it now, like without fail every morning I'll read my Bible and I think, oh my gosh, like back in, I never thought this would ever be. Do you know what I mean? Like it's funny. We're talking about how God prepares you through you go through things to get to your purpose, and it's crazy when you look back and you think of the preparation that's happened. I'm not there. I'm nowhere near there. But it's nice to see the little changes that are happening in the process. But yeah, I'm a runner because I don't always trust the ability that God has. What's the phrase? I want the phrase perfectly. What you guys said. What was the phrase that you said? That God, you have to trust the ability that God's put through. What did you say?
God, trusting God's ability to do it through you.
Yes. I don't. I don't always. I have my days where I'm like, yeah, through God's working through me, but then I've got days when it's like I'm a Moses and I'm like, God, there's no way I can do this. There's no way I can do this. So yeah, I'm at that stage where I don't know what my I don't want to say I don't know because I feel like I do know, but I want the loud audible voice. I know it might not happen, but I want God to say, yes, Jazane, I've said this, go and do it. And I'm doing it. I'm doing the things that He needs me to do. And even this blog thing that we do, and all of it is a part of the purpose. And even though we might sit here and think, oh yeah, I'm just talking on this chat show, or I'm just gathering some friends, there's purpose in it.
So weighty.
There's purpose in it.
So weighty.
What are we answering?
Purpose difficulties.
Oh, no. Taylor should go first.
Oh, why do I gotta
Because
go?
she's got
go.
no difficulties.
I mean, you don't know it.
I mean, how do you manage to build up these perceptions?
You know what? No, I love it. I swear, I love that. Whenever you guys say to me, you make it look so easy, because I feel like such a failure sometimes. And I know people don't believe it when I say that, because I try not to carry the scars, just because so much madness, and every day I kind of feel like I'm failing at something, and I'm like getting farther and farther behind, and I just like I can never get through my to-do list, and I always feel like, God, I know you gave me this, and I said I was gonna do it today, and I just sometimes I go from like being spread way too thin to just not being able to do enough. So when I hear you girls say like, and you girls make it sound like I'm handling everything so well, I literally feel like, God, I don't know whether it's that I'm just really good at deceiving people that I don't even realize that I'm deceiving them, or I must just really be doing something right. So like, thank you for that.
Wow.
Because anyway, that's not my difficulty, boy. I don't know how to wait. You know, so when I hear something, I want to go immediately. I'm very impatient. That's probably my biggest difficulty. And just a lack of resources, because I feel like I know that if I don't have the resources for it, then I'm not supposed to be doing it yet, right? But also at the same time, He's opening doors, and I feel so. I just consistently feel under-equipped, just consistently, no matter what preparation I do, I just always feel under-equipped, and I feel like God is like he pulls stuff out of me. So He places me in positions where I feel like I'm unable to do it, and then He uses me to do it anyway. And I hate that. I hate that. Sorry. I hate it with a passion. Like, I want to go into a situation and be like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I know, like, okay, this is what we're supposed to do. And
You hate not knowing.
oh my God, just like, yes.
Walking in blind.
Like, He's given me the gift of faith, but He had to pull it out of me. I'm just trying to keep it together, but he had to pull it out of me. Like, He took me to really dark places to get me to that place where I had to like 100% trust in Him, just trust in Him. And I think like for me, that's been the biggest thing about purpose, is that this was not supposed to happen. And I wore makeup today as well. Today's like the one day when I wore makeup.
Girl, you did the bronzer and everything.
I know!
I was just seeing her. She looks so beautiful. Like the line thing you did in your eyes.
Oh,
The lid it out. Yeah.
oh my god!
This is like a
Just
miracle.
like-
You never see her cry. Not saying that I want to see her cry, but it's
Oh.
like never.
Yeah. Oh god, this was not supposed to happen. Can you go? I need a minute, please.
So what your difficulties?
Finish it, girl.
Oh, I thought she wanted me to go.
No.
What did I do?
No, I mean you.
It's all your fault, Lena.
Lena.
All your fault.
You did this.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you go.
It might be good to talk. No?
Go for it, AJ.
Go for it. Yeah, I just feel like I shouldn't interrupt.
Yeah.
No,
No.
you won't cry, don't worry. Holy Spirit will strengthen you.
I just. Man, God, why you gotta do me like this? I'm on YouTube, I'll be crying and all that. I'm supposed to have. Yeah, I just had to. I don't know what I can and can't say,
Just cut it.
but the past like 6-7 years have probably been the driest time in my life in terms of everything. And I know that I'm called to do what I'm doing because like I don't see how I could have done it otherwise. Do you understand? And just for me, purpose for me has just been a process of allowing God to just really wring me out and just push stuff out of me that I never thought at any point that I could do. And the only way I could get through was just really come to a place of just being like, no matter what, I'm gonna trust you. That has meant going against my family, that has meant going against friends, that has meant having like people look at me like I'm crazy. Everyone tell me time and time and time again that you're doing the wrong thing, you're making the wrong decisions. And people that I thought I was gonna be going through life with forever, they think they're my friends, but they don't understand me because I chose to pursue purpose. And I'm lonely. You guys know, like everyone says I'm alone now, but I'm lonely. I'm not saying that in a bad way, but I'm just saying choosing to pursue God's purpose for my life means that, you know, you don't have anybody in this world to do this work with. Like, I want a mentor so bad. So bad. And I've been praying about this for years, and I've been talking to God about this for years, and God was like, no, because what I'm doing through you, A, it's different, and B, because if I give you a mentor, you're going to use them as validation, and I don't want you to get your validation from anybody but me. And that has just meant, like, literally doing this work alone. There are, like, so many visions I can't even tell people, because I know what their reaction is going to be, because I don't get it. I can't expect someone else to get it, because I don't get it. And I just have to trust. I just have to trust, like, every step of the way. I just have to just
Give it to him.
So what's been my difficulty? A lot. I've had a lot of difficulty, but sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
I know it's going to
Can we
sound...
just stop for a minute? Sorry.
You okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I just need to shake it off. Ah! I'm so sorry. I feel like I ruined the whole thing.
No,
You didn't.
you
That was so
didn't.
raw. That was
That
very
was
real.
so raw. But do you know the weirdest thing? Her sharing that has empowered me on like a different level. And it's made me think, see this? You run or you live. Choose.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I've changed the atmosphere. It's like, it's not fun anymore.
It's still fun. It's empowering for me.
I'm just like blown away. Like, firstly, I've never seen Asia like this, and I've never had something more impactful to me. Like, I just think it's the most.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes your vulnerability can minister to people way more than your strengths, and I'm just. Because then it makes it look possible, because it's like,
Someone
you
was
see
doing
that,
it.
it's
You're
hard, but
doing
you're
it.
doing it, you know, and it's
You're
just.
in it.
It's an alarm. Can you turn it off?
You're in it.
It's just, and because you're in it, that's why your reaction is so different and it's so like this because you're actually living it. Like seriously, I was just like, oh, I couldn't move my poor heart. It was like, wow.
Amen. God, I pray for the faith God's coming to be real, but this is just too much realness for me right now.
I love that. Like, I don't know if I'll forget this ever.
Yeah.
Never.
I think even stripping away the cameras, like.
Yeah, like.
AJ, like, even, I've never experienced that. I've always seen you as that strong person.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
That I, load my problems off on you, but you're going through things too, and this is you make it look so easy, but
that's the thing. I'm not trying to. It's never for me. It's never in my head like, oh, try and make it look easy. I'm just being myself.
But it's nice to know that even through the struggle, even when some people would have given up, you have still.
And because we don't see the hardship, we don't think of it. We just see, wow, look at what Asia's doing, and we see consistency. We see, things that it's so hard to be consistent, and we just see that consistent, and we see development. And when you're in it, I don't think you see it, but other people, that's why we say it, because that's what you mirage out. It's just consistent and good work, and it's just amazing to see. I'm just blown away by this. May I never forget it.
Let's go and start again.
I just feel like that is. Are you gonna put that on YouTube? Because I think that's just gonna change everybody's life. I just think.
I don't. I'm gonna leave it in and then just go ghost for like a month. So if you guys don't see me